Hello people, thanks for watching the video. In this one, I'm going to be watching this blind, well I say blind, as in I've not seen it before, and it's about this is why women with tattoos are a red flag. And in my, I do fundamentally agree with that, because if you see a woman, in my opinion, that's just covered in tattoos, it shows poor impulse control, and in my opinion, a lack of respect and just chaos. It represents to me chaos, and I really think that it's a sign of bad decisions. That's just my opinion. You know, it's, as we'll see here, it explains it a bit more. So let's, well, I would presume. So let's watch the video and see what they've got to say.
So, tattoos. I wanted to have a conversation about this. Deal breaker, not a deal breaker. Do you object to men who don't find tattoos attractive on a woman?
I have tattoos. I'm probably the one that has the most.
Can you show the shoulder ones or whatever?
See, like, that for me is just like, what is going on? Why would you do that to yourself? That's just chaos. And for me, it's a sign of lack of self-respect and just poor impulse control. It's chaos.
What it's what's the
They're
name?
nautical stars.
Nautical star. Thank you. That's what
Ninja stars. That's what they
There
are.
you go. So, Jake, you have some tattoos. Do you have? Jake, do you prefer a girl with
No tattoos.
no tattoo? But you have So what would you say to some? Well, you have tattoos yourself, Jake. That's very hypocritical of you.
Well, I would
Is that a
say
deal breaker?
It's a preference.
it is pretty close to a deal breaker for me. I'd say, yeah. Well, I'd say that men wear tattoos a lot better, especially into old age. That's what I'd say. So.
Who here has tattoos?
Yeah, I would definitely agree. In my opinion, tattoos are definitely a more masculine look than a feminine. For me, when I see a woman with a tattoo, it's like, ugh, no thanks. That's just my opinion. That's just my preference. But it's definitely, to me, a masculine thing as well.
What about one?
You have one tattoo?
Just one.
I think that
where is it?
especially the little ones, I don't like them.
Is that too much, Jake?
Yeah, that's too much.
Too much. Okay. What is that?
It's a feather.
Isn't that like the New Zealand leaf or whatever?
Yeah,
which you have?
that's why we don't want that
It's
kiwi
a
leaf.
symbol of my tribal
Fern
heritage.
leaf? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
What's the New Zealand leaf? I don't know.
We don't really talk to
It's
them.
not a New Zealand.
That's fair. You have a tattoo?
Yeah,
How many?
just one.
Where?
It's really shit. My friend did it.
That's a laser job.
Too much?
Yeah, it is a laser job. It's awful.
Too much, Jake?
Yeah, she can get it lasered. I'm hoping
I
you
am
will.
gonna get it lasered
Yeah.
off.
Yours aren't that
I am
good.
gonna get it lasered off.
Okay. You have tattoos?
Yeah.
Quite a few?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'll just point out that just because a woman doesn't have tattoos doesn't mean she's not crazy. Let me just, I can attest to that, that's a fact. But it generally is a good sign, you know. It's not 100% set in stone, but it's a good marker.
Tattoos? Any tattoos?
I have two.
Two tattoos? Tattoos?
I'm a tattoo
You're
virgin.
way too far from the mic.
Tattoo virgin. I have
Okay.
no tattoos.
tattoos.
Zero tattoos.
All right. I don't have any tattoos, but Jake, you got a couple. So, Jake, why is it a deal breaker for you?
I just find it unattractive, and I think that women don't wear tattoos as well as guys, and it's just a preference of mine. I definitely wouldn't want to date myself. So
You wouldn't want to date yourself?
no,
Do you regret your tattoos?
no, I love my tattoos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I do want to pose the question to chat. Chat, do you guys prefer tattoos or no tattoos? Is it a deal breaker? Does it matter the amount of tattoos, the quality of the tattoos? My position on this is that I don't think it's a deal breaker. Unless
Simp.
it's like a lot of tattoos or...
Nah, look, some guys like it, but I think you'll find that most masculine men are more attracted to women who are as close to natural as possible. Like when you're talking about the most masculine men who are in their masculinity, they're not confused little betas and pushovers or whatever. I'm talking about the most masculine men. I do believe they are more attracted to a woman the more she is close to being as natural as possible. And that's just my opinion.
Low quality tattoos. But I would say that for most men, I think tattoos, it's either neutral or negative. Now, there's some men who will think it's like they might almost have a fetish for it or whatever, like heavily tattooed women. But I think most men, it's neutral or negative. You're never getting into like positive, oh, she has a tattoo, I want to date her more. It's either neutral, I tolerate it, or negative. Any thoughts on this?
I saw this study, and it had to do with, like, they went with men and women. They did polls, and for whatever reason, thigh tattoos were more attractive on women, and I can't remember what it was for men, but also, no offense to anyone who has a lot of tattoos, another study said that the more tattoos that you have, the more likely for mental illness. So for me personally, a lot of tattoos is like red flag.
A woman that actually agrees. Shocker.
We actually have a study on this, Austin, if you can pick it up or pull it up, please. Is it the girl? No, it's the study. Yeah. We'll pull her up in a sec, but it says prevalence of tattoos is higher among people with mental disorders and those likely to come in contact with mental health services. Psychiatric disorders such as are you going to pull it up? Such as antisocial personality disorder. You can make it a little bigger. Psychiatric implications of tattoos. Drug or alcohol abuse and borderline personality disorder are frequently associated with tattoos. Now, I do want to be
See? Oh, right there. Comment in 19... Is that 1991? But still, even if it is...
Fair. This is a study from 1990. I
Oh,
should
well,
point out.
But it does, I mean, I think we can see, in my opinion, that it is a good guide. Like I said, it's not 100% set in stone. You can't be like, right, that's 100% fact. But generally, it's pretty accurate.
That's big.
Now, to be fair, I think the stigma with tattoos has decreased significantly since 1990. But still probably a bit true. I do think it can be a proxy for mental illness or trauma. So
I like the little chick on this show. I think she's quite cute. She seems quite feminine and hot. I quite like her. I don't know her name, but I've seen her and she's pretty hot.
Trauma, so.
Can't disagree.
Oh, is that the case for you?
You said drug and alcohol abuse, so, you know. I got that. I can't really argue on that.
What were the drugs that you were abusing?
I like pills.
Wait, did she just blow her nose on her arm?
Well, I'm in recovery too.
I like pills.
What were the drugs that you were abusing?
Oh, she sneezed.
I like pills.
Well,
She likes the pills. She likes the pills and the thrills.
I'm in recovery too, and my husband is as well. And neither of us.
See, there you go. She doesn't look like she would be on drugs, but she is. So this is what I'm saying. It's like, it's hard to find any woman that's not crazy. And to be fair, a lot of guys can be crazy as well, but that's not my issue really when it comes to dating, is it?
Have any tattoos? So.
I'm just saying me personally.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you have something? Or?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, for me, I feel like tattoos are just kind of like more rugged and like.
Yep, it's more rugged and masculine. I agree.
My husband, he swears a lot and like kind of when he talks, he says like a lot of the F-bombs and a lot of that stuff. And I just think it sounds so different coming from my mouth or like a teenage girl's mouth. And I kind of look at tattoos like that as well.
Yeah, and then you can maybe say it's a big part to do with feminism again. You know, more masculine, we can compete with men, we can be men. But the whole point on the nose piercings and all that, I think that's just another level of crazy.
Okay.
I'm in the music, so I kind of like my aesthetic, like how it is, like performing-wise. I think it's like aesthetic on me and kind of fits. And since I was a kid, I've wanted tattoos, so I mean, I know the stigma and I know it all. I personally like them. I like guys with tattoos. I like girls with tattoos.
See, she's quite strange. She's quite cute, but she's covered in tattoos. She likes to pop pills, but she's got a bit of a masculine edge. It's quite strange, but she's quite cute.
More.
I do think that's a good point that you raised, though. I do think tattoos tend to be associated with more rough women who might lean to be like less feminine, and men typically find femininity attractive in women. So
I'd also say it's like when I see women with a lot of tattoos, I tend to see like it is quite chaotic. I think there's potentially quite a lot of chaos in your personality.
See, he agrees exactly what I said at the beginning. It just represents like chaos. Like it's like, whoa, what is going on? So like maybe if there's a few tattoos, but when you see chicks that have just got tattoos everywhere, it's like, wow.
If you make big erratic decisions like that to ink up your body, whereas I think that with guys, tattoos generally tend to be like not a very big deal, you know. But
See, I don't know. I think if guys are getting tattoos, there's something a bit of a miss there as well. I don't have any tattoos, so I wouldn't quite let guys just get off scot-free and say, oh, well, they're men. But I would definitely say that it's a more masculine look.
Some girls really wouldn't like them, but for the most part, I've never had a girl who said to me, I wouldn't date you because of your tattoos.
I mean, I disagree with that. I think, like, if you're into tattoos and, like, have them, I think a lot of guys, like, there's stigmas and everything, but at the end of the day, it's like, my friends are tattoo artists. I appreciate the art of tattooing. I used to watch videos of, like, the ancient tattooers and everything, and, like, I appreciate the art of tattoos. I'm like, look, at the beginning, I looked here and I'm like, ooh, what tattoo does he have? And that's kind of how my vision of tattoos are, and, like, people see it like, oh, like, you...
See, she sees it as art. To me, it just looks like a high school desk that's been graffitied. That's what most people look like to me, and it just looks tacky.
Don't put bumper stickers on a Bentley, but I like the art of it.
I like the art of it too, and all of mine are like dot work from I've gone to different countries and gotten different tattoos around the world.
See, I think his tattoos look pretty stupid. I don't know, just my opinion.
So I love the art of it. But I wouldn't want my daughter to do it. I wouldn't want it to be on my wife, and it's just a preference of mine.
I had the question with that. Do you not appreciate the art? Like, if a girl has a very cool, detailed, super nice, like, expensive tattoo.
As long as I'm not dating her, I can appreciate it.
Oh, okay,
sure.
I see.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see that.
Yeah. It just tends to be that, it's basically, you know, femininity is what men are attracted to, and feminism and all the modern trends, and I just think it's all just went a bit crazy. But you have to remember, primal attraction is primal attraction, and true attraction comes from being as natural as possible, in my opinion, because I'm more attracted to a good-looking, maybe 21-year-old, 22, 23-year-old, whatever, a decent age. I'm more attracted to that when she's just dressed in normal clothes. She's not dressed, you know, like she's flaunting her body. She's not covered in makeup, and she's natural. And if she's feminine and she's sweet, you know, to a degree where you can tell she's not got like a corrupted, masculine, spiteful energy about her. So it's just like literally a woman, just a young woman that's in her prime and not being brainwashed, or she's not got a lot of hatred towards men or whatever. But the bottom line is, I would pick a plain, bland-looking, good-looking young chick over a young, you know, fake boob, fake lips, makeup, all the mods and cons, all the fake. It's just not attractive. Tattoos, piercings, no. So ladies, if you want to get taken serious by men, just stay natural. Don't fall into the trap of getting all the fake. Don't be fake, because real men can see through that, and you're only really doing it to keep up with other women, really to try and compete in a market that doesn't really exist for the long term. Short term, yeah, guys will hit you and quit you, but you end up just becoming damaged goods. And if you really want a chance of finding a guy that is long term, just bring peace and natural beauty and be as natural as possible. Don't put any pressure on yourself other than to just be as peaceful, respectful and feminine and natural as possible. It's pretty much that simple being a woman. It really is. Like, for what men are actually looking for long term. All of this fake stuff is an attention sort of a trend and agenda where women get more attention because guys will look at it and be, oh yeah, maybe initially it looks okay to some guys, but generally men for the long term do not like bimbo looking plastic fake chicks. That's just my opinion. But anyway, that was just a little video I thought I'd bring, and it kind of rings true, but like I say, I wouldn't say it's 100% set in stone, because there is women without tattoos who are probably just as crazy as women who have got them, but generally you find, and in my experience with women that I've been with, the ones that have had tattoos have all been crazy, you know, not all as bad as each other, but in different ways for sure. And they are definitely on the more extreme end than chicks that are sort of the girl next door type. You know, that's just my opinion. But anyway, until the next time, take it easy and peace.